Well, hello and welcome everyone to Social Buzz University, brought to you by Social Buzz Club. I'm Laura Rubenstein, co-founder of the Social Buzz Club, and today you have a special treat. You have two hosts. We have Gina Carr. Hey, Gina.
Hello, happy to be here.
And Gina Carr is, of course, our dean of Social Buzz University, and we have lots of great content to cover with you today on how to grow your influence and amplify your content out there. So, you ready to get started, Gina?
Ready, yes.
Okay, so I have a little slideshow for us all to get the most value out of today. And before I jump into the slides, I want to let everyone know that if you're joining us live, you can comment on socialbuzzwebinar.com at the bottom. We'll be checking the comments. It's on a Facebook page. It's a really cool system we've got going here. If you're watching the replay, um, we'll be reading the comments and such. So if you're just watching it on our site, you'll be good to go too. So we always welcome your questions and interaction here today, and look forward to that. So welcome to your influencer network for content amplification. If you want to buzz us today on Twitter, hashtag SBuzzU is what we're using, and of course we are at Social Buzz Club, and appreciate you. Anything you want to say, Gina? Well, before I get right into this.
No, let's rock and roll. Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Whoop, that is our event, by the way. So I just want to give you a little bit of a background and foundation of where we are coming from. Our whole philosophy, our mission, our key word here is collaboration. It's our lighthouse. It's our compass in all we do. We're founded on a community of businesses who want to grow through collaboration and create that win-win effect in business. And the reason Catherine Rose and I developed Social Buzz Club is because we wanted to help people get the word out about each other and use that power of the tribe. And that's why we love collaborating with you, Gina, because you are the master of tribe building. And I know it's been your passion for several years. So thank you for being a part of our team and leading the way with tribe building.
Pleased to be here.
Yay. Great. So what is Social Buzz Club anyway, right? Some of you may be joining us for the first time, and if so, we're thrilled to have you here. And thank you for finding us. We the Buzz Club is to get your message to stand out, more. So we have a club of members who organically share each other's high value content. Did you hear that? High value content. So if you have incredible information to share, we want to share it to the social networks. We're gamified. We make it fun. You can earn points for doing various things on our site, and you use those points to submit your content to the sharing feed. In fact, the actions that get you points are typically sharing to Twitter and LinkedIn and Facebook, and you will learn, you will grow your influence by sharing other people's good content. And you share the content that resonates with you and your market. It doesn't have to be every piece of content we put out there. It's very organic. So we get your content shared. That means traffic goes to your website. Why? Because the things you're sharing usually have links in them, right? So, you definitely want to give your best stuff, put it out there for us to share. And then you can even network with other industry leaders. We are very proud of our membership and the people who use Social Buzz Club. They're high quality content amplification content producers, and then they like to reciprocate. We also offer you the training on the latest social media marketing trends and tips and tools out there. And that's what we are doing today. Today's event is a influencer marketing seminar on how to be using Social Buzz Club in particular and grow your influence and best practices on sharing content. So thank you again for being here, but I also want to let you know what Social Buzz Club is not. So, Gina, how do you feel about this? People putting links to their sales pages. Are you going to share that or anything?
Well, not likely, unless it's something I'm really excited about. That's just not as easy to share.
Yeah, so I don't recommend it either. You know, sharing a sales page is okay every once in a while, but don't expect to get that amplified. You know, but if you have a great how-to article or something that's inspiring, motivating, informational, useful, then that's going to get shared. We don't recommend placing, affiliate links either. Typically, those are to sales pages. So again, it's not going to get shared, and we don't want to make this a spam marketing system. So we want to keep that clean. So just, one of our members, in fact, Gina said to me that they, Social Buzz Club made them a better blogger. And why that was is because the content on Social Buzz Club you'll find is high quality. So you have to compete to get shared in a sense. You have to have really good stuff out there. So we'll talk a little bit more about what that good content is in a minute. But in the moment, let's go over the agenda for today. We're going to talk about how to grow a tribe, how to build your influence, how to use Social Buzz Club to raise your Klout score. And Gina's, the master of both of those, tribe building and raising your Klout score. We'll talk about some new things available with Social Buzz Club and best practices. I call them best buzz practices, and any questions you have. So I will be monitoring that. Anything coming through yet? No, I don't think so, right? On the comments?
I don't see anything yet, no.
Okay.
So
So
you guys, if you're out there, please post in the comments so we know you're here. And if you have questions or just want to say hello, that'd be great.
we say hello to you. So great. So let's just start and jump right in. Gina, the mistress of tribe building.
Okay, well, one of the, tribe building, what is it? I say it's passionate people who want to build a powerful tribe of raving fans so they can, what is their passionate? What are they passionate about? What are you passionate about? What are you blogging about? Well, you want to grow your tribe. You want to get more people sharing your information. You want to get leaders within your tribe who share more perhaps than others, people who they're aligned with your mission and your message. This is one of the really critical components of growing a tribe because you can't do it all yourself. There's an old African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And I say, if you want to go further, faster, build a tribe. So that's where you have to have people. And everybody can't exactly be at the same level. Just as if you have coaching programs, you may have some that have a higher access and pay more. You may have some that have lower access. You're going to need within your organization, think about any big company, any military organization. They have generals. They have, I don't know all the different terms, but they have people who would be a private and corporal and captains and those different levels. So they have different levels of responsibility, and they help you get your message out. So with that, you're going to give them authority. It depends on what they're doing exactly as to how much authority they might have. But with that leadership role comes some responsibilities. It also comes with some perks. So they may get some extra sort of benefits. So again, if you're thinking about your own tribe, you may, if it's a membership program, they may have free membership, or they may have access to certain perks within that membership, or the ability to get in touch with you directly. Certainly that's one of the big things about growing a tribe, is people want access to the tribe leader. So you want them to have that, and you want them to speak with authority in certain circumstances. Sometimes you may want to go as far as to certify them. For example, if you are a speaker or a trainer, you may want to certify people to work under your umbrella. This is one of the big ways that people in the speaking and training business, the IP business, intellectual property, have turned their companies from just a little one-person shop into a multi-million-dollar business. So quite important. And so you need these people out there so that they can help you mobilize your community. You want to be able to spread the word, get the word out about what it is you're trying to do. One of my passions is saving homeless pets. So within the homeless pet animal welfare community, we need to mobilize a lot of people. So we have, the different pages that I'm involved with, Facebook pages for the animal community. We have maybe a lot of admins. because the admins, they're going to make updates to the page, but they're also going to take the responsibility of broadcasting it out on their own personal channels and asking their friends to share the message as well. So that makes sense?
It totally does. I love it. It's about empowering leaders to work with you to around a common mission. I know Seth Godin talks a lot about tribes, and in his book Tribes, right? He talks about, it's about other people with the shared mission and message, and I think the trick is to find that. Do you have any keys on how to grow that? You have his book?
Yeah, I have his book right here, actually. And it just occurred to me that when I'm talking, your screen is probably not showing, so we need to white line or blue line your screen.
Nope, I did. It's showing.
Okay, good, good, good.
Yeah.
All right.
But now I've got you on camera.
Okay, good. So your question was, what about Seth? I'm sorry?
It's more about where does someone start to grow their tribe and find those leaders and people who are aligned with their mission or message.
Well, it can be as simple as they just start doing some posts on their social media network of choice. They can do some posts on Facebook, on Twitter. Sometimes I'll post about some things that I'm passionate about, but I don't normally talk about. And I can be really surprised that a lot of people start commenting about it and like, oh, there's that's something that maybe I might want to talk about more. So you need to test your current tribe and then just start talking more about what it is you're passionate about.
That's great. And our tribe is growing because we've found the people through posting and doing Social Buzz Club like we found you. So we've got some new announcements to make. Our tribe is growing. We're getting some more deans of Social Buzz U.
Yay!
And it's so exciting. We decided to put a team together, some very powerful influencers, including Gina, you, and Renee Christine, who is the founder of richmombusiness.com, and Elaine Lindsay of True Social. So please feel free to congratulate them and welcome them. You'll be seeing them more and more as we go into the summer, and Gina will help transition them in, and we all going to work together and build this tribe even bigger because we have a mission to amplify other people's tribes. It's really kind of the tribe builder's tribe builder system.
Yeah, so what makes sense is, Elaine and Renee have been active in the Social Buzz community for years. They've each presented, I think, on more than one occasion. Mm-hmm. And, they've sort of raised their hand and said, yeah, I like what you're doing. I think it's exciting. And so when you see that happening within your own tribe, you want to say, is there something else that I could have this person do? And don't feel like you have to have some big budget. There are a lot of ways to compensate people without direct payment. And, direct payment's always nice, but a lot of people will work for being part of the team, being part of, some sort of marketing that you might be able to do for them. If you have a big tribe and you can share their work, that might be all they need.
Exactly. That's great. So there's other ways you can amplify your influence too, and we do that through Social Buzz Club. Do you want to go through these as well?
Oh, okay, certainly. Yes. So through their content sharing and syndication, that's where you're truly amplifying your influence and getting the word out just by posting in Social Buzz Club, and you're putting it out there so that Laura and Catherine have made it so easy for people to share your content and for you to share other people's content. By them sharing, you're getting the third-party endorsement, so it's not just you saying, hey, read my post, like my post, don't you like my post? It's Laura saying, hey, have you read Gina's post? It's pretty good. And so that's a third-party endorsement versus just me saying that I'm good. Similarly mentioned by other influencers, when there's some real powerhouses that are in Social Buzz Club that are posting there regularly and sharing there regularly. And so when they mention you and share your posts, then that really helps with your influence with other people. It also helps with your Klout score. As I said, we're going to be talking about Klout score. Positions you as someone who should be known. Yes. So let's say that you're really passionate about the environment. And so you want to get speaking engagements for the people who want environmental speakers, people who want to hire experts about the environment. This is one of the ways to really get your word out there in such a bigger way than what you can just do with talking between yourself and your immediate friends and your immediate circle of influence. And the premier social media marketing and training. Yeah, when you're amplifying your influence, you need to stay up on what's going on with the latest trends in all areas of marketing and business. And that's one of the things at Social Buzz U that we've really worked hard to do. We bring the trainers in who, world-class experts who talk about all the different social networks, what's going on, different areas of mindset, business development, and ways to grow your business. So it's really important and helpful.
Yeah, and if you can't if you're not getting other people sharing your content, Social Buzz Club is the place. If you know you have quality content and you want to have influencers amplifying your content and thereby exploding your influence, that's what Social Buzz Club does. And it has kept my Klout score up, and I know, let's talk about Klout. That's really a cool thing.
Okay, so yes, I'm the queen of Klout. I'm the Klout queen.
I
Yeah, one of
love
my
that.
friends started spelling it with a KW. I thought that was pretty cute. So let me give you some very specific tips on how you can use Social Buzz Club to help raise your Klout score. So, when you're doing your post in Social Buzz Club and you are you're putting what text you want people to tweet out, be sure that you put your username in there. Because if you don't put your username in there, Klout doesn't know that it's about you. They don't have the technology to look at the link and know that the link goes back to your blog and all that. So the only way Klout knows that it's about you is if you put your username in there. So I would put your username in there. Very important. Share more and tag the author when posting or in Facebook comments. So one of the ways that you're going to be able to get more interaction on your Facebook comment. So when you're sharing to Facebook in Social Buzz Club, it's going to open up and you can actually tag, if the person's your friend, you can tag that person. And so then they're more likely to come over and make a comment. Their friends see that they made a comment through their newsfeed, and they're more likely to come over and make a comment, especially if you have your settings on your Facebook personal profile open to the public, open to followers, which is what I do, so that anybody can comment on most of the posts that I do. I very rarely do posts that have a more limited scope. One of the ways that you can become friends with those people, so you're more easily able to tag more people, is to interact with them in the Facebook group that we've provided on Facebook for the Social Buzz Club community. So you see people there, look to see if you're friends with them. If you're not, then ask them to friend you, and that's a real good way to do it. Another way to get a lot of interaction on social media is just to reciprocate. Social Buzz Club makes it really easy to go out and share the articles, but if you separately go to that person's Twitter feed and retweet some of the stuff that they have, if you go to their Facebook and comment on them, they're likely to do the same for you. And then those things are what translate into more and more influence, which translates into a higher Klout score.
Why don't we show a little bit of what you just said, because that's really powerful. I'm going to go into Social Buzz Club, and then I know you actually did tag more on Facebook, right?
Yes, I tagged Melanie Benson-Strick in a post yesterday.
All right, let's is it facebook.com/Gina Carr?
It sure is.
Okay, let's go see. So when she was posting,
directly from Social Buzz Club.
This one, she tagged Melanie right there. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So that looks, and I'm going to show you in a minute what that looks like.
Go back to that if you would, because I want to point out that Melanie did see that, and she commented to me. So
she liked it and commented it, and I can like it back, and so all of this is building Klout, right? all this
Yes.
engagement with you, and that it's building her clout too. So your
Yes, and I did not separately go to her and say, "Hey, would you, I posted about you." She noticed it because of, the triggers that are set up in Facebook to let you know when someone's tagged you. So it makes it real simple.
it's great. So when you're sharing on Facebook from Social Buzz Club, and of course you need to have selected the Facebook option, which we recommend, and you share now, this is where I know this a little later, this is the 3 steps sitting there, and then you would tag this, you know, at Melanie, whoever it is. And obviously that's not Melanie, so I'm not going to tag her. But the first thing you were talking about is putting your username in your tweet. When you're setting up your buzz, when you click Twitter, whatever's in the BuzzFeed description and the URL, hopefully the shortened URL, will come into the Twitter message. But make sure you add, like if it was mine, I'm going to add, via Coach Laura at the end of the message. So the message, got populated here, and, of course it's got to be short enough, but add your own name in there because it makes a huge difference. And whether for your Klout score, you're letting other people mention you. You're telling them how to do that. So those are great tips. And it'll be reciprocated. Melanie already reciprocated. So it's just the natural law of reciprocity, right? So
Yes,
it's very
exactly.
exciting. So as you might have just noticed, there's a brand new feature we have. We have a couple of new features that you just kind of saw in passing, and one is the Google plus one sharing button. So we put it right next to the share there, so it makes it super easy. Plus one something for someone, especially if you've read their article and love it, and just give them that recognition. It also helps you to populate your Google Plus account right from Social Buzz Club. It just makes it so easy. I often forget about my Google Plus account, but when you have several things, we can't schedule it out yet because the API isn't there for that. But at least if you're every time you go into Social Buzz Club, you plus one or two things, you've got some nice stuff going on to your onto your feed. So it's a great little addition, and we did that also in honor of Elaine Lindsay coming on board because she is very big on Google Plus, and Google Plus is really becoming more and more important, especially because it is tied to Google. So Google wants to see that you're active there. So if you want to keep your Google juice going, and you can also tag people through the plus one button there in the description when you click it. So there's a lot of benefits to having this plus one in our network. Anything you want to say on Google Plus,
Oh,
Gina?
Google Plus is so powerful. I see people continuing to ignore it, and they'll say, "Oh, that's just not an important social network." Well, it's incredibly important for SEO. It's
Yes.
incredibly important for your articles showing up with high rankings. So, you cannot ignore Google Plus just because you don't like it. Just post there and just
Right.
yeah, add G pluses. Go over every now and then. At least post stuff there.
Yeah, and the thing is, we had a customer service question come in about, oh, I don't see the plus one button next to mine. Well, you won't. It's only going to be next to other people's. So we didn't put the plus one in for your own stuff. We want you to plus one other people's. This is a content sharing network, right? So
Yeah,
you can easily post your own stuff, but we want to give you access to curated content here. So another update is what we showed you just a minute ago with the Facebook sharing. You no longer have to connect your Facebook account. It's automatically going to share for you to just like any share button on a website. So you don't need to connect your Facebook account. You just select, if you're logged into Facebook, where you want this to share. And the cool thing about the new Facebook sharing that we have, it's now simpler, and you can tag people like Gina was showing and talking about. So it's really it just cuts through a lot of extra steps you no longer have to do.
yeah,
So
that's great.
yeah, it is good. So thanks. So I wanted to get into a few best buzz practices for Social Buzz Club because we see some errors happening over and over again, and or things that happen that don't get you the most buzz. So, and I would just wanted to give a shout out to Esther. She's here. She said it's absolutely true. Others have promoted me and shared my info without my trying. So Social Buzz Club works. Thanks. So, and it'll work even better if you do a few simple things. So I was in the Buzz Now feed yesterday, and I saw this user, and my apologies for calling you out on this, but I want to make you get the most of this, who posted 4 things, submitted 4 buzzes in a row. How many of these, Gina, I asked you this before, but tell everybody what you said. How many of these will you as a user, as a club member, share if you see 4 of them in a row?
Yeah, probably not many. Yeah, it does look a little spammy. And I don't know who BCP is, business creator. But yeah, if it was spaced out and I saw other people, I would certainly be much more inclined to share it. Otherwise, I just kind of gloss over it.
Yeah, and what I notice is I'll either ignore all of them because it does look spammy, or I'll choose one and I'll share one because I'll go in, it looks like it's really good um, content, the best way to counter bad news online. That looks like a great article, right? So, but I don't, it just feels like I don't want to schedule this person's content 3 times in a row myself, even though I can schedule it out. If business creators space their buzz out and being fed into the buzz feed, that would be better, much better. So use the scheduler. We have it. When you submit a buzz and you scroll down to the submit date field, you click on it and up comes a calendar. Don't just click done. Select a time and a day and spread it out. And then you'll get more people sharing it. So that's my little tip for you guys today on that. So, and hi, Denise, we see you. Thank you for being here and saying hello in the comments. So spread out your buzz. And by the way, sometimes another common thing I see is that people take a long link and they put it into a tweet. And then their tweet gets too long and they don't get shares and they wonder why. We have a link shortener in there. You put the link in the BuzzFeed URL space, click the shorten link, and we have a Google shortener. And then if you click the link below that says tweet and Facebook and LinkedIn, then that shortened link will go into it if you've shortened the link before checking the box below, the Twitter box, the Facebook box, or the LinkedIn box. So make sure to fill this out in order so that it gets populated correctly. The BuzzFeed title is really for the members to see. Nobody else will see that. The BuzzFeed description is kind of your draft of your tweet, your Facebook post, and LinkedIn update that will pre-populate along with the URL when you do click the buttons below of where you want it shared. By the way, why not share it everywhere? Have it shared everywhere. Give you the option in case you don't want anybody on Facebook to know about you, but it's not if you're on Facebook, it's if you want them to share your buzz on Facebook. So be sure to check all the boxes. Now, the cool thing is, if you use our Google shortener and you get that Google shortened link, you have access to analytics on clicks on those links. If you, say a week later, take that shortened link, you can go back in and view your buzz and get that shortened link and put it in a browser bar, in a URL bar in a browser, and put a plus sign after it. It's going to take you to Google's analytics of that link history, of who's, not exactly who, but where the clicks came from, what country, how many, what time. It's very cool. So you'll know which of your buzz is getting the most traffic to your website. So I highly recommend you shorten the links and then use the analytics that come along with that. Does that make sense, Gina?
Sort of. You're saying that I just take my shortened link and I add a plus after it in the URL?
Yep, in the address bar of your browser. Not the search bar, obviously, but the, where that long link usually goes that tells you what page you're on. If you take the shortened link that our system created and you just put a plus sign after it, just like it's showing here, and you press enter, you put it in the URL address bar, it'll take you to a page that shows you the Google Analytics on that, basically. The Google clicks on that. Just like Bitly does the same thing. You can put a plus sign after any Bitly link. Any Bitly link. It doesn't even have to be yours. You can see the analytics on it. It's pretty cool.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, for Bitly, I just go into Bitly and I look at analytics there. So I didn't know about the plus sign, though. That's very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. A little extra perk here we like to give you.
Ninja tip.
Ninja tip, indeed. So, in our Submit Buzz area, there are categories. Please only select relevant categories. We've had people select all categories, and that just messes up the search totally, and we will delete your post. So just 3 to 5 is good, or don't use any and just use keywords that you want. People want to be able to search. We have a really good search, but it gets messed up if you've selected all the categories. In fact, I'm trying to get our programmer to limit that, but just be reasonable, guys, okay? Be good. And hey, Denise, again, we just love that you're here, Denise and Esther, and anybody else who wants to say hi, go to socialbuzzwebinar.com and scroll down. We've got a comment section for you. We love interacting. And if you have any questions on Social Buzz Club and how we can get you more traffic and buzz and profits, we're fielding them today here. It's a great place to put your questions down at socialbuzzwebinar.com.
Just a quick note, Denise is an in real life friend through the National Speakers Association of Central Florida.
Great.
I haven't seen her in a while. She's missed some meetings. I've missed some meetings, but yeah, I know her through that. So hi, Denise.
Oh, wonderful. And we love speakers because speakers have such great content. So if they speak well, they probably have good things in writing, and if not, just transcribe them and put them on your blog and share them to Social Buzz Club, and we'll get you visibility. We are craving content, great content. We have great content, but we can't get enough of it. So thank you for everyone who is a member and the good work you do. So we have a resubmit buzz. So if there's a buzz that you didn't get as much buzz on and you're not sure why and you want to try it at a different time, sometimes timing makes all the difference. I find, here's a ninja trick, you guys. If you submit your buzz early in the week, early in the morning, it gets more buzz. Friday, Saturday, Sunday gets less buzz. So start Monday morning, schedule your buzz for Monday morning, Sunday night, whatever, Tuesday mornings, you'll get more buzz. And so when you go into My Buzz, edit recent post with that pencil, you'll have the opportunity to resubmit the buzz. So you don't have to retype it again. It will deduct 5 points or 10 points. If you're a basic member, a free member, it deducts 10 points. So that's because free members have to work a little harder, but it is free. So premium members get a lot more buzz because they can earn points fast and they don't use as many. All right. So speaking of that, if you don't have time, a lot of people say, oh, I need to get into Social Buzz Club. I know it's not hard, but it does take a little bit of time, and I just don't make the time to get there. Is it worth paying somebody $17 a month to get more buzz? We have a virtual assistant who will do that for you. Her name is Helene, and she has packages starting at $17 a month, up to $49 a month, depending on how much buzz you want to get shared out there. She'll talk with you about what kind of buzz you want to share and to which accounts of yours, and then she will submit your blog posts to our community, so to the BuzzFeed. So just go to socialbuzzclub.com/VA and you can or email her directly at buzzva@socialbuzzclub.com. So we have a lot of people taking advantage of that, and they love it because they feel like they're getting the most from their membership. This is available for free or paid members. If you're a free member, you're probably going to have to pay her a little bit more because she has to do more work. If you're a paid member, you might as well become a paid member if you're going to become hire a virtual assistant to help you, because it'll be a wash and it'll be less work. Yeah. So that's the virtual assistants we can have. Now we also have paid buzz. You've seen them in the buzz feeds. They're blue. I mean, they're green and red bordered buzz. The green bordered buzz is premium buzz. That stays at the top. It's like Google Ads, right? So if you have a really high content, and we don't want a sales page because it won't get that many buzzes, but we do incentivize our members we track them with the green border and we give them an extra point for sharing to each network. And we find that this premium buzz gets on average about 100 shares if it's a really hot topic. So you can find out more about that at socialbuzzclub.com/paid buzz. We actually have two. The red one gives you 8 buzzes in the buzz feed over 2 months. So if you have, and it could be 8 different ones, or it could be the same one over and over again, or it could be a combination of whatever you want. So if you want a 2-month advertising package, so to speak, for your content, we offer that as well. And
Laura, can
yeah.
you just say, what is the range or what does that run?
So I think the 7-day premium buzz is for $197. It's really inexpensive right now, but that may be changing. So if you're listening to this at a later time, do not hold us to it. Go to this site, and it tells you exactly. So I'd rather have people look at it. The 2 months is closer to $497 because it's 2 months worth of content versus 1 week of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just curious.
The premium buzz is really good if you have an event coming up and you have content you're dripping out, especially one main article that's high content, it'll stay up for the whole week. The 2-month program is, a longevity program. So if you want traffic over time to your website, then the big buzz is with the red borders are in the buzz feed is better.
Let me just add another time that you would that this would be great.
Sure.
Let's say that you got a guest posting on Huffington Post or one of the big networks, CNN or something like that, that they either did an article about you or that you were able to submit one of your articles that got featured there, to submit your article here so that it gets a lot of additional attention. That can be really good because they notice those sorts of things. The new guest editors and the people they've done the articles on, were they popular or not?
Yes. So make the most of your media exposure through premium and big buzz. It's great. So use your Facebook group, not for your content, okay? But if you have content needs, like you want to see more content on nutrition or wellness or real estate or something, some of our members need a little extra incentive. If they know you want content in the BuzzFeed, they might perk up and say, oh yeah, I know all about Etsy shopping and I can put something up there about that, or real estate or whatever. So if you want content to be put into the Social Buzz Club newsfeed, then you ask for it on the group. Don't post your content on the Social Buzz Club group because it'll get deleted. We want people to interact with each other. If you have a resource or need a resource that people can benefit from, and it's not a promotion of that, it's just like, hey, this really helped me do something, like genuine, not like you're trying to put an affiliate link in there. I know it's a fine line, you guys, but please just, use the Facebook group for connecting with members and getting help. Okay, if you help in terms of social media, if you have a question, if you need tech support on the system, that's socialbuzzclub.com/help. We have a virtual assistant who deals with that. That's Helene. She responds to all the help emails that come in. So don't ask for tech support. It's not the fastest way on the group. The fastest way is to go to the help page on Social Buzz Club. But it's for building your influence and connecting with influencers and building those relationships with influencers. So if it's a building relationship activity, do it on the Facebook group. Anything you want to comment on, Gina?
No, just, I found that that's been a great place when I have some questions about, something on WordPress or SEO or tools. I've definitely gotten some great responses quickly from that group.
Yeah. So, I had somebody ask the other day, have you seen a sales page that was for a book? Have you seen any, they wanted a template, and I'm like, yeah, sure, here. So I'm putting resource, we're helping each other. And so it wasn't promoting that person's sales page, it was saying, here's a template for you to follow. Very cool. Yeah. So when you're submitting your buzz, and I mentioned a couple of these, but it's worth repeating, and it's also worth mentioning. I see, and it happens by accident sometimes, especially if you have your own VA doing this. Some of the tweets and the Facebook, well, now the Facebook won't happen now, but the LinkedIn and tweet updates do not have the links in them. For some reason, you put the link in after you click the LinkedIn box or something. Make sure your message in your LinkedIn box, it has the link in it. Otherwise, it won't work. Otherwise, people are going to be sharing to LinkedIn a message without a link. We wouldn't
Not
want
good.
that to happen. What?
Not good.
Not good. So an unshortened link in a tweet can make tweets too long, so shorten your links before selecting. Before selecting any of these at the bottom here, you want to definitely have everything filled out before you check these boxes, and then look what's in the box and edit them. So when
I
you
would
check
also,
this, yep.
yeah, I would also add to try to keep your tweets under 120 characters because you want them to
Absolutely
be easily retweeted.
right. So I'll just give you a sample here. All right, so take a look at I clicked on Submit Buzz, and I put in a title, I put in a message, I put in my URL. I'll shorten my URL, even though it's a bogus URL. Now, if I go to click Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn, although Facebook, we don't pull the message anymore because that's actually, it doesn't matter what you put in the Facebook because people are going to get a blank message along with the link. So here's where you put the via at Coach Laura, whatever your username is, and you just make sure that link's in there and make sure you haven't gone above your character limit. So short. The shorter the better at this point. Okay? So good point, Gina. Thanks. And then what other tips do we have for you? So you might be wondering what gets shared the most, what gets most buzzed. Well, if you have a compelling headline, a hot headline that says how to do something, or the top 10 secrets, or 3 simple steps, or 6 ways to, we can take a look again at the buzz and what's hot. I had seen yesterday a URL in this thing. That's not hot, okay? But how to dramatically boost brand visibility with social media. Amen, I'm going to do that. A cheat sheet with an infographic for sizing. Love it. How to write copy that sells with Ray Edwards. Nice. 7 easy ways. So if you need ideas on how to title it, look in the stream. We've got, this is going to up-level your content. If your content isn't this good, go back to the drawing board. Make it good. Make it better. We only want to make you better here. So it's good. All right. Yes, you can reduce the email from Social Buzz Club. We have a couple of systems. You scroll to the bottom of the emails that come from our systems. On the ones that have the brackets in them are either our one shopping cart or send reach, and you can unsubscribe directly. If the daily buzz and the new content, the buzz group for sharing, if you want to get off of those, you have to message us at the help desk here, socialbuzzclub.com/help. Just a little note about that. If you want to get involved and get more visibility and through the premium buzz or the big buzz, you have more questions about it after you go to socialbuzzclub.com/paidbuzz, then you can certainly email me. I'm always available, laura@socialbuzzclub.com. If you want to speak on Social Buzz, you have a hot topic and you have an email list greater than 2,500 and you're willing to email them, and you have a high content webinar, you can also email me. about speaking, or Gina about speaking on Social Buzz U. We are filling the calendar as we speak, and we will be considering, especially if you're a premium member and you meet these criteria, you have a really good chance of that. We also do backlinks to your website from two of our websites, Social Buzz U and Social Buzz Club, especially if you write a blog post to go along with your webinar. So paid members also, by the way, get to submit premium members get to submit guest blog posts twice a year. Again, that gives you backlinks. So get involved with us, get visibility. And the difference, you might be wondering, between free and premium, it takes 10 points to submit your buzz. So you have to earn 10 points before you can, submit buzz. You can share to Facebook. You can share to one LinkedIn profile and one Twitter account. Premium, you only need 5 points. We're going to give you 5 points up front. So you can start submitting content from the minute we add those 5 points into your account, which you have to request them. You have to just email us and say, hey, I'm a paid member, I want my 5 points. We'll add it to your account, and you'll be able to buzz immediately. And you'll get to share to unlimited Twitter accounts, unlimited groups on LinkedIn as well. And you get the whole entire library of expert trainings. And for those of you who have been to any of our trainings, including this one, you know we have speakers that deliver high quality. Everything from how to create your jaw-dropping client-getting message to using Google Plus and Hangouts for business, to getting more publicity, getting major blogs to promote and publish your articles. I mean, those are just some in the last month that we've had. That's incredible. And Gina, you've done a fabulous job of bringing in some of these high quality speakers. These are well-known people who get paid a lot of money to talk, and they come and they generously give their information to Social Buzz Club. So thank you, Gina, for that.
Thank you. I know some wonderful people, and I'm getting ready to interact with a lot of them in the next few days in San Diego at the National Speakers Association Convention. And fortunately, I'm going to get to see you in real life.
I know, it's going to be so exciting. So, and then, like I said, you'll get 2 featured blog posts a year on Social Buzz Club, which gives you backlinks to your website. We have lots of ways for you to join our inner circle, and it's really, really reasonable. And if you want to earn yourself a free premium account, become an affiliate. And just 3 sales of a premium membership you get 30%. It buys you 90% of your membership, basically. And so you'll get paid. If you want to make your affiliate system rock for you, with us, I will do a free webinar for your list, for your audience. You just promote it. I'll give you the emails to promote it, to ask them to join, to opt in, and to join us for a free webinar. We'll send them the replay on 5 ways to generate more social media buzz, traffic, and profits. It's a high content webinar, so if you teach entrepreneurs how to grow their business, or you're working in that personal development field, but most of them are self-employed people, or they want to learn how to, or they're social media managers, or they're VAs, or whatever. If you have a list of people who would benefit from Social Buzz Club, why not bring us in to do a webinar for you, and you'll get the commission, and you'll earn yourself a premium account. So please feel free to spread us. Even if you don't want to spread us, you can be an affiliate. Like if you don't have a list, but you do know a few people here and there, you can spread the word. Were you going to say something, Gina?
I was just going to say, what's the name of that webinar? And I mean, the whole webinar is not by, do Social Buzz Club, do Social Buzz Club. It's,
right.
What is it? It's some great tips on.
It's called 5 Ways to Getting More Social Media Buzz, Traffic, and Profits. So only at the end do I talk about Social Buzz Club and the premium membership, but I talk about 5 major, really good ways to grow your influence and get those traffic going to your website. And there's keys to doing before you even get to Social Buzz Club. But Social Buzz Club is the cherry and on top of the cake that makes it all nice and pretty and puts it all together and gets that tribe working for you. So It's a compelling webinar. And for anyone who doesn't have a big list, I do have that webinar on replay that you could send to your friends and colleagues who, who are in the niche. And you can even be a JV broker if you wanted, if they have a list. But you can send it to individuals as well, not a problem. So that's how you can make money promoting Social Buzz Club. Because if you get more than 3 sales, then you get a check. Well, you'll get a check anyway. Basically, you pay for your premium membership. We send you the checks back in the mail. So, by the way, there's a really cool feature, one last ninja cool thing about Social Buzz Club. You can submit buzz as another person with a different picture. It's called an additional username, or I call it an alias. So if you go into My Account, update your profile, add edit username, you can add a username. You can add up to 3. Then when you're submitting buzz, you may have seen it in mine, but there is a little field that says submit buzz as, and it's going to default to your default name if you haven't added anybody else. If you have added someone else, it's going to default to the alphabetically first person's name. So if you're a virtual assistant or you work with other people or you have 2 brands, you can submit the buzz as a different user. It's pretty cool. By the way, the default expiry date of all buzz, if you don't put an expiration date in, is 30 days, sorry. Just checking if you guys are listening. And if you put a link to an Amazon page, a Facebook page, or a YouTube video directly, when people click on that title to preview your content, it won't show up, but they are really there. So don't worry about it. You might want to put something in the description that this is a YouTube link. So go direct to it. Don't click the title. Or you may not. I never recommend sending people to a Facebook page or a Amazon link or a YouTube video directly. Embed the YouTube link on a blog post. Way better to do.
Yes.
Yeah. So we want to help you explode your ability to reach millions by using our influencer network and sharing your content, driving traffic to your blogs, website, videos, access thousands of fans and friends and followers through this marketing cooperative. This pricing will be changing, I promise you, relatively soon. So you may have heard it before, but if you haven't taken advantage of it, you're not even a free member, please go to socialbuzzpremium.com, put in the code BuzzDeal31 on that page, and you will get 51% off. Now, our ridiculously low already membership, which is $197, so it'll only be $97 for you. Plus, we're going to give you some extra gifts. Do you want to go through these gifts, Gina?
Oh, you go ahead.
Okay, so the blog content planning calendar helps you plan out your content for the year. The Guide to Generating Facebook Buzz is a lovely ebook to help refresh you on the best practices for growing your business on Facebook. Directions U is Gina Gaudio Graves' 30-day internet marketing training, weekly coaching calls, and one-on-one strategy session. This is an $800 value. You've got to connect with Gina. She's amazing. And then you grow your business system. We've got the systems expert, Lisa Manini, who gives us a 3-part webinar. That's a $400 value. Of course, you have the Facebook group, but we're going to help you get page likes. So you're welcome to put your page in there. And then if you become a premium member today, we'll give you 5 bonus points up front. That's my special gifts for you today. So again, it's socialbuzzpremium.com. Use the promo code BuzzDeal31. Plus, we're going to give you all the replays. Paid members get all the replays to our expert training university library. If you're not a member, you're not even a free member, that's when you want to go to socialbuzzpremium.com and you want to put in this field, BuzzDeal31. Okay, you will not need any further coupon code after that. If you already have a free or basic account, then you'd simply log in and upgrade today, and then, whoops, sorry, I guess in this field here, sorry, is where you put the Buzz Deal 31. For some reason, that's not showing up. But we are taking a break for July 3rd. Carol Mortarati is currently slated for the 10th of July, how to become an expert in your niche. If not her, it'll be somebody better. So we welcome you to join us at Social Buzz Club and stay tuned with Social Buzz U. Thank you again, everyone. I'm going to come back on screen finally. I know you've been listening to Gina and I for the whole hour, so thank you for being here. And if you have questions, again, Laura at socialbuzzclub.com, or we'll stay here for a couple minutes in the Social Buzz webinar. And Paige, this has been so much fun, Gina. Thank you so much for everything, and we're excited about the summer's content, right? We've
Oh
got
yeah,
great.
some great stuff coming up. And after I go through the convention next week, there'll be even more, wonderful people that are signed on to make presentations. Because I'm always running into really great people, and it's a wonderful format to introduce them to. So yeah, so
Indeed.
I'm refreshing on the questions on Facebook. I don't see any new ones right now. So
That's good. So we are good to go. We will catch you next month on Social Buzz U for nichitizing yourself.
nichitizing yourself, that's good. All
All
right.
right, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye bye.